Ebusia for me go so a church Unity G8 ahefo me chi obi biala eye social media manga na mu nsensem na me sa de besom na ende de editwam if you say NPP for ekoto o mabai ewieye nipa bebre na ekasafa ho TV station ahodo FM station ahodo na de aba betodwa eye yenua omanhene awo Adom FM Adom TV Asempa oni obi awo Asempa akodi nkomo na nkomo ni na makodi ni na ne se MPP hwan no mu beyi no as vice ama BAWUMIA na ene nkomo ne mu ohwam edin eboboba no message so be like no wa share no wa comment e dia mai yenko ni nkotie nkomo no emresisi a yentie bra
yeyi Dr. BAWUMIA wie no
sure
nioma bebre wo afa na yebe tro a Dr. BAWUMIA a ye Dr. yebe yede na be tu nseni ani na da fa no baako some party faithfuls now jump ahead. You know what now the discussion is?
Dabio
Chief of Staff is our running mate. Educhum is our running mate.
Campaign not started.
Is our running mate. Joe say is our running mate. Chairman Sabusu, Honorables is our running mate. Eslousu is running mate. Napo is running mate. Apostle and
the Apostle
Opokunyina is our running mate. It didn't there.
Bebre.
A bar man who be kwana bono. Wo kra onye part of them. Always Sebi. Nipani binimukra timenya kudru di omudi kan.
I say no more omudi account. Ebi ankofo na ebo omudi. Because I've seen online stories mehu Honorable Paul Chum Doma East ni mehu AGYAPONG Kromedi and I've seen some names.
These two names immediately should issue a statement to that effect.
A disclaimer.
Of course, Obi. Mama kojo any chum omaso mu nyu omo na ko fata bi amro mo obi am end your political career. No, they shouldn't even do that. Memo omo so ahunbrase omo ti mu nyu omo de o. Debi.
As they should bid their time.
Memo omo ti mu nyu omo de obi.
Asempa.
Be careful. If you said no more baby, the kind of thing we are doing in this country now. Obiati that's your brand no man crash no kono oguso kwasa. Debbie. The first hurdle to clear for most of these people because John Kuma na 100% in Napomuna. They 100 no.
Na say no so your consideration. No, now when I say constituency when me deliver ma flag bearer now you be considered.
But that's what I'm saying.
Basic.
That's what I'm saying that. See, I come by those considerations.
Yes.
Oh,
be breeding be film.
But that's what I'm saying.
But of course, it should. But it should be a critical. Who now running mate? Who now flag bearer? What would you have done? Say nipa me be choose you the constituency when me and deliver me. But how would I choose you? Everybody have to know how. It's not me can say man. Say me a flag bearer.
Yeah.
Now when me and deliver our constituency. Forget it. Then you basically am a running mate. How would I give you a running mate?
What does it mean? That you don't have control?
But it's that simple. You are not able to deliver your constituency for me. Oh, that's why I walk around and I was say, okay, say okay, at the bracket, where me and the car, like in arriving at who becomes my running mate. If I decide to say pick somebody from Parliament, for example, now in this delegate conference, no, the person could not ensure that I won in his constituency. Why would I pick you as my running mate? Yeah, in the end of the day, it's something that
if you say that I also say free more pari on count.
Oh my, no, so okay.
No, me but
free more pari dear Chief of Staff.
Yeah.
Also, no, yes, sitting MP.
I don't because one want man. That's it. The person.
The constituency.
If you also she was a better answer. I was only. My many friends say.
Lydia.
Yeah.
No, but one to me, man, starting point. One to me and deliver our constituency. I forget. And nobody and also being catcher.
Now who control even delegate or council you have no control. Hope it's vice president. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Obisi Musa say, what constituency did BAWUMIA deliver for him to become Syria running mate?
No, but that is comparing apples and oranges. That's comparing apples and oranges. I mean, the circumstances are completely different. Completely different. In the Anumpo, they should not bring in that comparison. They are completely different. Now, we hear say the unwritten code in the party, they say they want to pick the next running mate from the Ashanti region. Won't they?
Now, Ashanti region for now.
Yes. Yes.
Educhuma and deliver.
Ah, we are sure.
Don't know check Educhum deliver.
Bosom trade.
Deliver Bosom. Someone wound to me, Educhum.
Any regional minister.
And then check back why.
No, I'm checking here. What's a Bosom trade? Are you saying Ken won Bosom trade?
Check it.
No.
50-50.
Okay. It may be a gap in Sadia, but I don't think Ken won. Yes.
Anna Chairman Sabos, eh?
Chairman Sabos the gap.
Okay, but
gap nisa.
Ken 39.3%
in Bosom trade. Okay.
And
BAWUMIA
60.2.
60.
Yeah. Yeah. Consistent with the national
592 votes.
592 votes.
And Kenya 380.
Hey, but that's close.
But with the regional minister won't to me from
that's
that
close.
region.
That's very close.
Yeah.
That's
very close. Yeah, that's very close. That's very close.
Chairman Sabosu.
That's Swami.
Swami. Okay, Swami a AGYAPONG. And 389. That's 42.9%. What's he? And BAWUMIA Swami 511. Now 56.4.
That was Swami. And
very close. It's very close. So be quiet, Joe Wise.
Quiet.
No, I hear Bekwai BAWUMIA won massively in Bekwai. I don't know that.
Quiet, no.
Wow.
No, because at the end, if you are not able to deliver your constituency convincingly, forget it. It is that simple.
So far, me Chrome Nino and a top of you.
Ukrom Nidi.
A James Akosamati.
And the constituency.
Yeah.
In terms of the gap.
Yeah. Techiman South.
Okay.
Or two Afasokora.
A Yinso Yadio. Dr. You were free.
Dr. You
he did very well in his constituency. Dr. Kuma did very well. Collins Adomaku Mensa did well.
Napo for me. Napo.
Menshia South.
Menshia, okay.
Menshia South. And then we see, because I think it should be a starting point, really. It should be a starting point.
Okay, Bekwai again.
Okay, Bekwai.
Bekwai again, Kenya 217.
217.
And
okay.
BAWUMIA 709.
Okay, that's a gap.
Bekwai is good.
Wow,
Bekwai
that's a gap.
That's a gap. Good. Menshia South.
Menshia South. Wow.
AsemAba FM.
Meza we no o pe bia di na one more money.
I know that no man one more money. Businessmen now. Who need influence in your own constituency? What can you then do? I think it's a critical, very, very critical, very, very, very critical. There is no two ways about that. Very, very critical as a starting point. And you will see, but names need the Ebeba apps and it will just put a lot more pressure on the flag bearer. And I think that's a major decision point for him. And I'm how going forward he manages Kennedy AGYAPONG. And number two for me, Oman how he walk that thin line. Oman where you say because what kind of speech now or acknowledge troubles are Ghana for Ekum. Can say well send Nyoma into economy ni ma yedin Nyoma mu ayedin. He even touched on demonstration democracy hub for and all of that. Oriye no babeka recovery little gains are omu emeki, and that's where he juxtaposed that position to the fact that he would be his own man or one priorities in going for a man. How he walks that thin line. Say, I'll be part of this administration for the rest of the term, and I would also create a narrative and a perception in the minds of Ghanaians, actually. Means so are my own man. How do you walk that thing right? Very, very
it's going to be a tough road for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You know,
it comes down to I am a program for the next 1 year.
Yeah, the next 1 year. Very important.
The economy turns around.
Yeah.
The question is, has he got time? What time?
Time to turn things around. And I think one of the things where was say Ofesi, and he did a bit of that in his speech by the acknowledgement said is to be bold and face Ghanaians on the issue of the economy. You understand? I was say Ofesi Ghana on the issue of the economy. But the point is whether you like it or not, in 2024 the economy will be part of the narrative in the elections. And there you have to be bold, be honest to Ghanaians, and face that issue once and for all. Let Ghanaians know saying a nyoma na esitie, saying a nyoma ekoye, saying a nyoma tisisia, and na oba na nyoma be na opese oye, because you cannot get away from that conversation.
Before maybe Evans Beko.
Yes.
Would you say ethnicity, religion will play this?
Oh yeah, it has always
very important.
played.
But the percentage I demand at this time, and what's it?
It might be more now.
Because first time you have a Muslim.
Yes.
Definitely a very issue.
And that's since independence.
I mean, the person he chooses as a running mate is very, very important in terms of balancing that, how the Christian, you say a polo, I mean,
how the Christian community feels.
About it. And the Bawumia will spend a lot of time in churches and also to identify that he's across the religious, and of course, the fact that you're also from the north. But the interesting thing is that very
interesting in the north.
Does it mean that necessarily as a sentiment for Bawumia?
For running mate?
Yeah.
Oh, running mate, safe here. Because stronghold here, you can never win elections without a stronghold.
And especially for the NPP.
Yeah.
I think the stronghold thing.
Votes overall.
Sure.
11,000 to 22,000.
Yes.
That's half as many votes.
About and you have to look at Ashanti region. There is absolutely no doubt about that. Man, strategically, everything political strategy, your running mate should be from the Ashanti.
Now, why do you leave the NDC out? Because if you are doing this calculation, almost stronghold knows where Volta region.
No, but mind you, even the NDC, when you take the vote from the Volta region, composite figure now, they get more votes in Ashanti region than the whole of Volta region.
But we are looking at strongholds.
It's down to numbers. Omunya more votes in Ashanti region than Volta region.
So they will not sacrifice Ashanti for Volta.
No, it's the maker say now strategically, if Ashanti region will become the battleground in terms of the number of votes, then you should also begin looking at read Bright Simmons right up now, Troy, before the elections, on how Ashanti region, the critical role it will play in the 2024 elections. But the point is, yes, it's good for sentimental reasons to look at Volta region, and not traditionally Omufa Free Central region to look at Central region. But when you look at the dynamics in this election 2024, and your friend is saying center pointer Nipa Egu Greater Accra critical. Ashanti region even more critical. But the point is, how do you make inroad? Because mind you, already your stronghold, which is the northern belt, is already under threat because of the Bawumia factor. And if the NPP should maximize vote in the Ashanti region, already mind you, now Ashanti region vote, it may cancel Volta, time and Volta, Ebomuno, plus all the. At the time, the three northern regions.
MPP, anytime they've secured anything below 75% Ashanti,
yes.
And they're looking for something 75 and above.
75 and above.
And to get that, you need to get them somebody can identify.
Absolutely. And how then would the NDC also say, listen, if this is the trend in Ashanti region now, how do I eat into the NPP vote in Ashanti region and bring it down to say 70 or 72?
They just need something about 25%.
Yes. And the Ashanti region is a major battleground in this election.
If you look at AsemAba, I mean, say Obama cried or say
yes.
Come to think of it, why must the running mate to Dr. Bawumia necessarily come from Ashanti region? These are some of the things we do as a party to entangle ourselves. When last did you see or hear NDC advocating for a flag bearer or RM from the Volta region? Rather than focusing on the bigger picture, we follow parochial interests and play into the hands of the opponent. Our stronghold, Ashanti, regardless of where the running mate hails from, will still vote for us strategically.
No, he's gotten it
The
wrong.
focus should rather be on swing regions like Greater Accra, Western or Central.
No, he's getting it wrong completely. And I think the not to say sober reflection after listening to some other argument, he might revise his note. He should speak to some of the political strategists behind the scenes, and he would revise those notes. Mind you, say in 2008, the first time the NPP had attempted to break the 8, they only needed 23,000 votes to cross. You remember? In 2008, first round, they only needed 23,000 votes to cross. And many said they could have gotten those votes easily from the Ashanti region, because there was apathy in that region. And your stronghold would always vote for you regardless. No, it is not true. The records will not bear you out. So in
Ashanti region, as it stands now, the list, tall one, the chief of staff, the apostle,
everybody you mentioned apart from Esla Owusu, and they are all from the Ashanti region. They are all from the Ashanti region, because I think it's the most strategic and reasonable thing to do, knowing and so say the NDC would have an interest in what your choice of the running mate to inform amongst somebody. I don't know if that is
and that hononti osha analysis a omaye afa BAWUMIA running mate hono omo patri na ne say e wo say nipa ni free Ashanti region, because Kennedy vote na wonya wa Ashanti region no say NPP for any running mate will free Ashanti region, it will cost them, because NPP be winning elections Ashanti region vote e bape ene momu winning elections no nti we ye omahene of Adom FM any obi AsemAba FM and omodo analysis atuja no message say obe like na wa share na wa comment ede ama me Joytru Media Production ene ye aboafo a omoboa ma ye social media sensem no ye de bremu message say oko YouTube na wa hwehwe Unity GATV na wa like na wa share na wa comment ede amaye aha ena medi musie ye besa nso ehia makramu
Audio Jungle.